This Labour government's last planning framework began pushing development onto rural areas, prioritising concreting over the green belt and green fields, rather than focusing on supporting building in urban areas where we need to build most. And from what the Minister has just said, it sounds as though the government are going to double down on this with an all-out assault on the green belt. In London, under their abysmal mayor for the last decade, Labour have conspicuously failed to build the right amount of housing, and now they are going to fail to build the right kind of housing in the right places in the rest of England, clearly preferring to target building in rural areas while not building in the cities and urban areas where demand is highest and much of the necessary infrastructure already exists. At the current rate of house building under Labour, which is at a dismal low, they will fail by some distance to make their 1.5 million homes target. House building is falling under Labour, with additional dwellings delivered in 24-25 falling by 12,810. This Labour government's record on house building is dreadful. They delivered fewer homes in the first year in office than we delivered during a global pandemic. This is not a good sign for Labour's first year in office, and now this Labour government is intent on ignoring the voices of local people up and down the country while imposing top-down housing targets disproportionately in rural areas. The reality is that Labour are prioritising building on rural areas while claiming it is grey belt land. They are now returning to something the previous Labour government did, namely garden grabbing. The previous Conservative government removed the top-down diktats which forced councils to demolish gardens, but the Minister has just promised, and I quote, the redevelopment of low-density residential plots introducing higher buildings at street corners and infill development within residential curtilages. It is clear that Labour now have residential gardens in their sights due to their failure to build homes on brownfield land. Madam Deputy Speaker, they should be prioritising and incentivising brownfield first and making it easier to build on brownfield sites in cities and urban areas.